Fuck you.
Fulfilled. Seems to stir this now.
It's loose. Get off me and stay off.
Well, quite the mess you've made here. I'm Malady, and you...
She steps forward, grabs you behind the neck with alarming strength, and pulls. She releases you and grins, running tongue.
God woken. I'm Malady, as I said. I'm here to help you get off this island, and you're what gets some of us out of bed each morning. What do you make of that? Of course not. Well, first things first. I managed to free myself, along with a number of Seekers, from the Magisters. We've captured the...
She peers at you.
Tell me, which of those little gods did you meet? And what did they teach you? That it is, and if you want to take my... Believe it or not, I'm here to help you. They're free to smite me where I...
She cocks her head and smiles. Her eyes go...
Go on then. Show me what... I don't. Now go on. Ah, like that. Right, hold on then.
She takes you by the shoulders and gestures for you to do the same to her. She closes her eyes, and a warm, soothing sensation runs from her hands into your body. Suddenly, you feel the familiar swell of source within you.
Hey, that stings.
She examines her hands, where the skin sizzles slightly.
You really... I'm... happy. Oh, come then, we set sail. Your destiny awaits, except... You'll have to ask the Meister about that. She's dying to meet you.
Melody beckons you to...
After you, darling. Boat first, questions later. As...
This may do some damage before it breaks forever.
Her children.
He looks up from his work and...
Help you? Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
I pray you see them. Blessed Allah, grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their spirit and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
He looks up from his work and...
Help you? Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
I pray you will strengthen their spirit and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse will pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name. Blessed Allah, grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their spirit and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their arms, so no curse may pass. I pray you see them safe. I pray this.
What word do you bring?
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be so...
I had no doubt. You bring me hope, sorcerer. I'll gather...
Gareth's voice echoed.
We move, Seekers.
The others have gone to get us a ship.
I pray this goes well.
Praise be. You have silenced. Do you have any more miracles in you?
He takes the news calmly. A moment passes.
It would seem that miracles abound today.
May Armadia's grace keep us safe.
As you approach, Gratiana turns to you.
It would be a sweet joy to see the Magisters chased from this land. But I fear all I will see today. Praise unto the goddess.
Let's go. Let's go.
Malady grabs the vessel with two hands.
God-woken. Wait till she finds out.
Salty water mists your face. Your skin prickles in bright, warm sunlight. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks behind you.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
Come, come, Quercus. Time is short.
A light sea breeze kisses your cheek and carries away the smell of blood wafting up from the deck. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
Don't stand between a prince and his principles.
What were they thinking, standing against an Eternal? I almost pity the poor.
A hard-fought freedom. Onward now. The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the...
Well, this is a fine sight. Utterly barbaric, of course, destroying a tree and turning it into a boat. Grotesque, but a floating nest, surrounded on all sides by salt water, pure poison to a... Well, yes, of course we'll continue on. Still, I must admit you were right about the shield. It proved to be more than adequate. No! How does something so... You give the giants too much credit. It has certainly been useful. No, we have no time for your fawning. We may...
Just now.
Brethren, show us the path to salvation. Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive. The ship won't sail. We had orders to search every corner of it.
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning. He burned nothing. The ship is live wood, that much is clear. But I couldn't just remember what I said, Godwoken.
Her eyes flick over.
Thank you. We were Sindelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from terror. Blessings to our Lord.
me, Gareth. We got what we came for.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else.
You know their names, Malady.
Gareth inhales sharply.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, God.
Very glad indeed.
Too many.
One too few, Alexander. He's alive. Apparently, didn't...
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive. Question him. Someone has been hunting your kind, and Alexander fancies himself. As far as we know, you may even be the last still alive. If Alexander is guilty, he'll face justice. Yes, we certainly had better, but...
She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
This is barbarous.
Expedient magic, actually. The ship is made of live wood. That means only she can control it. And
the Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to ruck.
These Seekers have
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not have...
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they?
It's your best, little...
You made it, Godwoken. Think, damn it. Where would a Magister hide something? Think, damn it. Where would a Magister
there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey together, wouldn't you say? Off we go, then.
We have to find a way to get this ship...
The silent monk leans forward slightly. The silent monk leans from what?
Did you hear? We're bringing you...
less than...
Melody says if we can get...
Speak to me if you're looking for hired help. So, what'll it be? Fast hands and faster wits, is that it? Tell me more and I'll see you get just what you're after. A lot of choice, I know. Allies for hire.
A young woman shifts her weight between her feet as her eyes roll up to meet yours. Their great black pupils, greater and blacker than seem now.
Hey, it's you! Well, 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 we meet again. They told me you'd mosey your malady, the Seekers. They said you and I had something in common. That we're... Is it true? You're like me? Well, kind of. You know about my, situation, right? Right, exactly. I thought it was... Well, Malady said I should have met one of the gods when I had my vision in the Hall of Echoes. I met... it. I know. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm gonna get it the hell out of my head and make it... What's your deal? Ooh, the mist. You know, I never was much of a solo artist. Want to find out what comes next, you know, together? Who said anything about otherworldly? Demons and brain ghosts are just as mundane as you or I. Mostly you. So, want to go together?
No.
Sure. Whatever suits you. Probably better anyway.
A young woman shifts her weight, her eyes roll up to meet yours. Their great...
Hey! Malady, the Seekers, God-woken. Is it true? You're like me? Well, kind of. You know about my... Right, exactly. Malady, I met... it. I know. I don't know what... What's your deal? Ooh, you know, I never... Sure. Anyway, see you...
The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her joints...
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still be a...
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
Good luck getting anything out of either of them. All right then, just... Hope you find something useful.
A young Magister paces around the brig. She notices you observing.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot, so stow your questions. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering... The Magister's stare...
Magister Ranley. Magister Ranley, Corker's...
Ah, fuck! Ah.
A young Magister paces. She notices...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence. Magister Ranley, Corker...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. The Magister's stare...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate... Magister Ranley. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
Ah, fuck.
A young Magister... She notices...
Magister Ranley. Magister Ranley.
The Magister falls silent. The Magister's...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine...
A young Magister... She notices...
Magister Ranley. Magister Ranley.
The Magister falls silent. The Magister's stare hardens into an
If it were up to me...
A young Magister paces around. She notices...
Magister Ranley. Corker's mate of the... Magister Ranley. Corker...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you.
Magister Ranley. Corker's... Magister Ranley. Corker's mate of the...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering... The Magister's...
Magister Ranley. Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the Divine. All right.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in... A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest. The gem sits heavily in your pouch. His face contorts with agony and his eyes flutter. Yet he doesn't, no matter how loud you shout your questions. Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. The bruises... Someone has... The bishop's white robes are...
Magister Ranley, Corker's...
warriors for hire, all seasoned in combat. They won't let you down.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
You can put a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll win you. No one's ever regretted having extra help in a fight. I'll guarantee you that. I've got sword fighters, mages, archers, all willing to fight by your side if the price is right. Expert warriors for hire, all seasoned in combat. They won't let you down. You can put a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll win you. No one's ever regretted having extra help in a fight. I'll guarantee you that. mages, archers, all willing to fight by your side if the price is right. Companion you need, I can provide.
What's this? I found something.
We've braved the joy, and I lust for further adventure. What say you? Shall we continue our journey together?
You're not quite certain you'll ever see...
Nice boat, son.
I must say, personally, I am just glad that I do not have to live wood. You have... I knew you people... Well, no matter. Whatever gets me to Reaper's Coast quickly. I have an excavation site to explore. The only treasure I was investigating... Alas, they caught me. Still, it's good to be on the move again. They simply asked me what I was doing there. I may have used the phrase, damn fools. The faster we leave them behind, the happier. Well...
The skeleton breaks off mid-sentence.
Physical contact, voice lowered, coy looks. Good head. Why, that would be excellent. Come now, let's begin.
Fane grab...
Well, I mean, I had... It's just... that thing you did with your tongue. It was quite unexpected. A team? You certainly seem capable in... Very well. I believe you normally spit on your palms to seal agreements. But I seem to lack the fluid and the desire to touch you. I hope a hearty verbal agreement will suffice. Really? There is no account... Is this level of you want me to walk with? I'm almost certain this is known as flirting. Very well. This is heinously unfair. Indeed, so I oh no, she was a god. When I wore flesh, I knew her as the Lady Armadia. She was one of the 7 lords that... Oh no, they're quite gone. Well, I'm not sure what they are. No, they are something else. Naturally, they act... And there was an awful lot of sneering, even back then. One can only imagine how much there is now. Oh, what do you want from me? If you wish to know, each of the race Vrogir was... You were crafted as an act of ego. Yes, well... Set sail for the sooner I am off this carved monster. I felt fear of the... I was on the cusp of a glorious breakthrough, but my king's fear held me back. I discovered a veil. It was amazing. Who knows what secrets may have been hidden behind that curtain? Do you know? I never thought to ask. Between him, what a foolish oversight. If only I'd had your prescience and curiosity, I could have saved myself centuries of pondering that very question. Well, certain was law. But the reason I was purged was after the king refused to let me in 7 lords. Beneath, I had hoped they would help me convince the king of... Well, my sentence was... I mean, yes, I suppose you could have drained the power from it, but that would have weakened it significantly. After all, the power of the secrets to the universe could have lain... Now, I fear he ceased to be my king the moment he turned... I did nothing wrong. Who knows? Had I been allowed to continue my studies... Perhaps I could have warded off whatever the skeleton... I'm not sure. I remember the big things, of course, but the rest... It's all covered in a fog. Once I would have boasted that it was the best form of... Living forever under the rule of a wise king is one thing. If he should reject philosophy and the natural arts for the sake of... I was a scholar. Had I been allowed to proceed... An entire race of deities. With a it would have solved all of our problems. Indeed you cannot. We crafted our homes from... Your people, on the other hand, it's a mercy I don't have a nose. I cannot imagine how... They came rather low in my life. My wife and daughter always had to compete with my... They were often neglected. I wonder how... Well, before whatever happened, happened. Well, of course it is. 100% ethically harvested from mortals, too. The quality... Oh. You simply wait until the... Although, that does limit your choices some. I will never understand why you have so readily accepted aging. Up to a point, certainly. The faces are often what you might call fixer-uppers. Poison is preferred, of course. No marks to the face. That's not for them, of course. But it's significantly more relaxing for me. What would I do? Oh, dear heart. It is not a question of... It is only fitting, after all. You worshipped the Eternals as gods. Why not follow one as divine? The Lady Armadia has laid out... It is a grave responsibility, but one that, yes, perhaps if your precious Lucian had been a little less mortal... Honestly, you turn your back for just a few millennia, and the world goes to...
Hey.